The letter arrived on a Tuesday, stained with salt water and smelling of damp earth. Ms. Lana Cole, Blackthorn Lighthouse requires a chronicler to document its final days before demolition. Given your expertise in historical preservation, we invite you to reside there for 1 month and record its history. Compensation, $10,000. Lana traced the embossed seal, a twisted serpent wrapped around a tower. It was too much money to refuse. The town of Blackthorn Cove existed in shades of gray. Fishermen mended their nets in silence, their eyes following her as she passed. The innkeeper handed her a key without meeting her gaze. "Lighthouse is half a mile north," he muttered. "Demolition crew comes in 30 days. Don't wander at night." "Why not?" The man's knuckles whitened around the key. "The drowning light doesn't like strangers." The lighthouse door groaned open, exhaling air that smelled of rust and rotting wood. Inside, everything stood frozen in time. A cold cup of tea on the desk. A child's doll slumped in the corner. And on the bedside table, a leather-bound journal, its pages warped with moisture. Lana flipped it open. Day 1, the light woke me last night. It wasn't the beam, it was something inside the lens. A shadow, moving. Day 3, found Clara sleepwalking again. She said the nightkeeper told her to open the basement door. Day 7, the storms aren't natural. They're hunting. The last entry was a single sentence, scrawled in frantic capitals, "It's in the walls now." At precisely 2:17 a.m., the temperature dropped. Lana woke to the sound of dripping water. Not from the ceiling, from the walls. Thin black streams trickled between the stones, pooling on the floor in inky puddles. Then came the knocking. 3 slow strikes against the bedroom door. Not from the hallway. From the inside of the wall. By dawn, the entire cove was buried under fog so thick it choked the air from Lana's lungs. The radio spat static. Her phone showed no service. Outside, the waves clawed at the cliffs like something trying to climb up. That's when she saw it, the light had turned red. Not a glow. A pulse, like a heartbeat. And on the horizon, the outline of a ship that hadn't existed in 100 years. The key was hidden inside the doll's hollow chest. The basement stairs groaned under her weight, the air thickening with the stench of salt and spoiled meat. At the bottom, a single rusted chain hung from the ceiling, attached to a human wrist bone. The wall behind it was covered in names. Dozens of them, carved into the stone. The last 3 read, Clara Thomas Keeper, and beneath them, freshly scratched into the rock as if by an invisible hand, Lana. The town archives revealed the horror. In 1892, Keeper Silas Blackthorn deliberately extinguished the light, luring the SS Morning Star onto the rocks. 40 souls drowned. He stole their gold, bricked their bodies into the lighthouse foundation, and told the world it was an accident. But the dead remember. And every 30 years, they demand a new keeper. The storm raged for 7 days. By the end, Lana could hear them singing in the walls, the lost crew, the missing families, all those who'd been taken by the drowning light. On the final night, the lighthouse door unlocked itself. Outside stood Elias, the last keeper's son, his eyes hollow. "It's time," he whispered. "You have to choose. Join them, or replace them." In his palm lay Silas Blackthorn's gold pocket watch, the key to breaking the curse. But using it would mean binding another soul to the lighthouse forever. The demolition crew found the place empty. No journal. No bones. Just the faint smell of seawater and a single sentence carved into the lens room floor, "The light must always have a keeper. And if you stand on Blackthorn Cove at midnight, you'll see it, a flicker of red in the waves, like something winking from the depths. Waiting. Hungry. Ready for the next storm."